This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And here's what the Knights' schedule is looking like on Saturday and then on Wednesday. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got G, P out there with P. Then it's D, and it's Santos in at the 5 down low. We've got D out there with G. Then there's J. All right, everyone, the NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count.
Pass to G. Here's D. Beyond the arc. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Here's G. D passes to P. Here's G. 5 to shoot. It's blocked. Lays it up off the glass.
Setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Picked off in midair. Here's D. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Here's G. Pass to P. And G now atop the key. Here's D from downtown. No good on that one. Here's G. Here's J. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Here's G. To the middle. Here's P. That one's off. Still out of sync. Gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to J. There's the 3. He grabs the miss. The Knights have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's G. The layup off target.
Still nothing after 4 shot attempts. They're desperate to see something fall through the net.
Here's D. Pass to J. There's the pick. 3-pointer. And Santos pulls it down.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Down low, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Here's Jay. On the money from 12 feet away. Jay's got his second basket of the game.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
We always talk about getting high percentage shots, and they are teaching a master class in that right now.
Here's P. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And the Knights have possession. Still without a basket in the game. Here's D. Pass to G. Shoots the 3. Trains the 3-pointer.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To the inside. Here's P. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Well, you need to have a short-term memory. You can't worry about the shots that didn't go in.
Here's Jay. A 3. That one, no good.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
D passes to D. And the shot goes in.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's G. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Santos. Here's G. Launches a 3. It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And G has it in the corner. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. A steal, and they're running. Here's J. Here's G. Pass to D. His 3-pointer's off the mark. The Knights have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Here's G. Inside. P. And that one is hammered home.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that could spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
Here's G. Pass to Santos. It's stolen by G. Here's D from outside the arc. He doesn't hit that one. Here's D. Still scoreless. And Santos gets it to go.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Well, let's pump the brakes right here. Put a Band-Aid on this, and you've got to turn it around. The momentum is going the other way.
The Knights making some changes. T comes in for P, and it's D in for P. And the home team has possession. They're leading by 8. Batista passes to G. Here's P. They can't stop the run with that one.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And G now atop the key. Pass to D. Misses from close range. Being 39% in the early minutes of this game. Here's P. And G has it in the corner. Good on the three-point shot.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
G, no good. G's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. To the wing on the left. 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Pass to Santos. Here's D. Here's G. Throws it up high. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And that one's good by G.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Well, he had the spotlight. Why not add a little flair?
Here's G. To the paint. It's tipped. D passes to G. There's a good screen. Just 4 to shoot. And it's blocked. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. That bucket in no time at all.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
A rim-rattling two-handed jam.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Inside, P. 29 seconds left to play in the first. Nailed from three-point land.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
D passes to G. Tries it from the top of the key, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
Takes a step back. Here's Batista. Launches it. Hands it from downtown. G's got 8 points.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
The Knights on offense. J out there with G. Then it's P. Then it's G. And it's G in at the 3 spot. Here's G. And he misses his first shot. Nothing has been terrific. 54% on the game. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
On the court for the Knights. G out there with G. Then it's P. Then it's P. And it's P in at the 4. G, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
G passes to Estrada. Here's G. And the 3 off target. G's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Here's G. Pass to G. Here's G. Had a hand on it, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Here's G. Down low. He no good. Here's G. Pass to G. Batista passes to G. No good from outside.
and close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To the inside, Santos, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. Here's G to the middle, stolen. To the inside. Batista misses. The Knights have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. It's stolen by G. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. G's check in for G. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Here's Batista. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Tries the spin move. Pass to Santos. G with the rebound. Doing reasonably well, 45%. Here's G. Good on the triple. G's got 6 points.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
G, and nothing is falling. For him right now.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
It's good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And G has it in the corner. Misses the three. The Knights have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Here's G. Clock at 6. Pass to P. P grabs the miss. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
There's the pick. G passes to P. Count that bucket. 6 points for him.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfectly.
Here's G. That's tipped. They retain possession. Here's P. Out left to the wing. Here's G. Knocks down the three ball.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Here's G. To the paint. Here's P. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Knights. They'll retain possession. Jay's checked in for G. The Knights also changing it up. D comes in for P. And it's D in for D. Shot clock at 6. G passes to P, and the layup's good off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul, third team foul. At the line for 2, number 23.
No good on that one. Both teams will make substitutions. He hits the second from the line. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out a supporting cast than ever before.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. The NBA studies other leagues. Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm a fan of what baseball did with the pitch clock and the size of bases, increasing the engagement and the entertainment value of the game. If they're able to make changes, certainly we shouldn't be afraid to do the same. Guys, back to you.
Some forward thinking. Allie, we thank you very much.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to B. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
G passes to B.
Old team foul. Number 23.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Second team foul. Shooting for the night.
He misses the free throw. D, he's checked in for G. And the second free throw, good.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. A 3 ball. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. To the right side. Pass to G. Fade away. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5. And guys, they look to set it up in the half court.
Well, that's when you got to rely more on your defense and try to get out in the open floor. Oftentimes, you can develop your rhythm offensively when you get easy baskets.
Here's D. Still yet to score. Here's G. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
J, the pass to D. Second chance shot. It's deflected. Pass to G. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Here's J. He has 7. Good. He's got 6.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's G. He's got 7. Stripped away. Here we go, all alone. And the basket by J. J's got 9 points.
Shooters shoot, and he didn't quit. Much better performance this quarter.
55 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Estrada. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. 41% from the field here in the second. J, the pass to D. A three-pointer, no good. The Knights have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice, efficient 50%. Pass to D. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Over to the left wing. Poked away. Out to the wing. From deep. That shot misses. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Delivering the blowout. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Well, thank you, guys. Doc Rivers here with us now. Coach, you're ahead at the half. What was the difference?
We got stops. We were out running a little bit. And then we had great spacing against the zone. You know, listen, we started making shots. That always helps.
It sure does. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you. And, folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime.
You take a look at the visitors. You really get to see what they're made of. After your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes. And then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Knights.
They've looked weak defensively. If you got any pride, they need to show it soon.
Yeah, they're serving up a buffet inside, and the other team's going for seconds and thirds.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And the Knights have possession. G is out there with D. Then it's D. Then there's J. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Pass to P. Lets the 3 fly. And it's D missing. 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Here's J. They set the pick with the shot. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. For the game at 42%. Here's G. Pass to D. G passes to P. Misses the baby hook. P's gone 4 of 10 here. Has 6 misses. Here's D. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. 8 points for him.
Great at jumping into action on these plays, saving that possession for his team.
Inside, here's Santos. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
So, Jim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, a wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Jay. And Santos pulls it down. Here's G. He has 7. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Santos has got 13.
Waiting until the last second to release that. What a move.
G, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
G passes to P. Here's G. Down low. P, no good.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
J misses. The Knights have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. To the wing right side. Fires the 3. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And that's his second three-pointer tonight.
Here's G. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And it's D missing.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the finger solely at him for why they're behind.
The line for one, number 13.
One shot.
Gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's J. He's got 15. Here's D. Offline with his 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Here's P. 9 points in the game so far. Shot clock at 5 from about 19 feet. And that one comes up a bit short.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
G passes to Santos. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Second personal foul, second team foul.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Both good from the line that time.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 13 rebounds. Inside. Pass to G. The fader. And he comes up with the deuce. G's got 9 points. Drawn even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. J, the pass to D. A 3-pointer off the mark.
It's just not his night from the 3. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Here's D. And he makes good on the layup. He's got 6.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Pass to G. He gets that one.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Here's P. Count that one.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Pass to D. Sinks the 3-pointer.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Here's D. Takes the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Pass to J. Here's D. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's D. 9 points in the game so far. Here's G. J with the... Rebound. Jay's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's D. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
That one drops for him. P's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Yeah, he just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
Here's Jay. He's got 15. D passes to D. Here's Jay. On the high post. The rebound by D. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's P. Pass to G. It's stolen by G. It's stolen by G. That one good for 2. G's got 4 this quarter.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. So both teams making some changes here. Here's G. 6 points for him. Out to the right wing. Trying to get something going. The rebound by D. The Knights have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. 1:53 left to play here in the third. G, good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's the screen. Here's G. No good with the triple. The Knights on offense. They're on a 17-7 run. Pass to D. Here's G. To the paint. Here's D. Plays it up and banks it in. D's got his 1st points of the night.
Hardwood is your friend. He used it to his advantage there.
Here's G. He's got 8. From past the arc. They grab their own miss. Jones for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Jones has got himself on the board with 3 there.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the 3-point line.
It's stolen by G. Here's D. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Batista. G with the rebound. G's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to D. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel. Actively seeking out his teammate.
Batista, that's good.
Excellent.
play, just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
Well, with the pace of this game, you don't want to leave anything to chance.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair, delivering the blowout. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And the home team has possession. On the court for the Knights. D out there with D. Then it's G. Then it's D. And it's MP in at center. Here's G. Just 5 to shoot. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Being at 51%. Really solid. G passes to MP. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Being at a decent 44% clip here. Here's G. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, when you have the lead, ball security is everything. Just focus on each trip up the floor.
Here's G. And B trying to free himself up.
Next foul. Number 13. First personal foul. First team foul.
And legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
Here's G. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
The Knights making a switch here. He's checked in for MP. P comes in for D. He's checked in for D. And it's D in for D. Offensive rebound. It's tipped, and he gets it back. He passes to B. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to D. He's now made half of those 10 shots. In the game. That's his 5th basket.
And he is coming alive here in the second half. That's a nice shot there, and now he is rolling.
Here's P. Makes it off the glass.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Here's G. Pass to D. Here's G. Here's Estrada, and another assist for him.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. And that one's good by G.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Here's G. Fader on the way. Looks a big high bounce and goes in.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
G kicks to G. There's a screen. Shot from the wing. P grabs the miss. P's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And that one's good. D's got 12 points here in the second half.
No, I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on.
He passes to Batista. Driving to the basket. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Knights have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And it's D missing.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Here's G. Sinks that one from the post. G's got 19 points.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Outside, Jones. Pass to P. Here's G. That 3 off the mark. The Knights have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. The pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. And that one's good by G.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of
Number
that.
25, number 18.
Here's Batista. Pass to P. For the 3. The rebound by D. Here's G. To the left wing. Here's Estrada. And the 3 ball is good. D's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for the Knights.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Here's Batista. And Santos pulls it down. Santos has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's D. You know, Tim, you hear some players now feeling they're being unfairly criticized. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe it can get personal at times, but listen, if you are in this league, I think it helps to have thick skin because you are going to be criticized from time to time.
But players do pay attention, don't they? They know what's being said and written.
They pay a lot more attention than they let on, Kevin, believe me. And if they're not listening, somebody in their inner circle is, I promise you that.
He grabs the miss. He's got 7 rebounds in the game. And the call will be against D. That's foul number 2 for him.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Jones checked in for P. Here's Batista. They set the pick. Off target with his 3.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Estrada. The teardrop falls in. D's got 12 now in this quarter.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Shot, high post, and that one's good by G.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
G passes to Santos. Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Yeah, Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France well before the French influx really hit this league, but I knew then that was the goal.
Here's D. Fades and shoots. And Jones pulls it down.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's G. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. And that one drops for him.
And that's the shot they were looking for, right under the hoop.
Pass to D. Pulls from the top of the key, and that one drops. D's got 23. Being at a decent 44% clip here. Left side, Jones. It's Jones on the wing. Oh, good on the triple. Thing has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. 18 feet out, and that one's good. D. 25 points in the game. 1:14 left in the game. Here's Batista. Goes back up, and it's good on the way in.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Here's D. And a miss there on the triple. Now here's Jones. He's tightly guarded. Pass to P. To the left side wing. G drills the three-pointer.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Here's D. From about 19 feet. It's not going to go for him.
Nice foul. Second personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for 2, Batista!
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. Here's G. Looking to end the run. He grabs the miss. And so they get the victory here at home. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
1 but 4 times 2 plus yours.
I see myself